Good evening. Here is the world news from BGI TV, Babagba Imo Television. I'm Munirat Jibril. First are the major highlights for the world news. President Muhammadu Buhari jets to Portugal to receive national honor. Senate orders fresh probe of ex-CJN over corruption. Babatunde Raji Fashola seeks legislation to make voting a duty rather than right for Nigerians. Ogun State workers compose Song of Sorrow for Governor Dapo Abiodun. Court shifts Kanu's trial till November 14, 2022. Police appeal for calm as tension mounts over shooting of two in Bayelsa State. Ikeja court remands man, 38, for defiling his daughter. Now to the foreign news. Egyptian judge murders wife and burns her face with nitric acid. Finally, the sport news. Gabriel Jesus completes Arsenal medical, get 5 years deal. Now the news and details. The President, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, on Tuesday departed Abuja on a state visit to Portugal at the invite of President Marcelo Rebelo de Sousa. According to a statement signed on Tuesday by Senior Special Assistant on Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu, the President will be conferred with the country's national honor and decorated with the Great Collar of the Order of Prince Henry. The statement is titled, President Muhammadu Buhari to pay a visit to Portugal, participate in United Nations Ocean Conference. The Senate Committee on Judiciary, Human Rights and Legal Matters on Tuesday received a fresh order to probe the erstwhile Chief Justice, Tanko Muhammad, over the allegations of corruption raised against him by some justices of the Supreme Court. The President of the Senate, Ahmed Lawan, has mandated the committee led by Senator Opeyemi Bamidele to probe the allegations leveled against the ex-CJN and the crisis presently rocking the judiciary. Lawan said, the chamber mandates the Senate Committee on Judiciary, Human Rights and Legal Matters to go ahead with the assignment in the quest to find a lasting solution to the matter by interacting with relevant stakeholders to address the complaints raised in the petition by the justices of the Supreme Court. The Minister of Works and Housing, Babatunde Raji Fashola, says he would like to see a constitutional amendment that will make it a duty for the citizen to vote rather than a right. He made the statement on Tuesday at the 6th Babatunde Raji Fashola Gab Fest held in Lagos State, while reacting to the perceived increase in permanent voters card (PVC) collection and what should motivate the citizens to get involved in voting their representatives into elective offices. Babatunde Raji Fashola insisted that no system was perfect, adding that he does not subscribe to the notion that the Nigerian situation was hopeless. Democracy is not defined, said the minister, who stressed the need for people to continue to build. He further said, it is a man-made idea created by men. Democracy is not perfect and so must be constantly modified. Striking workers in Ogun State have composed a song detailing their sorrow over immense demands by the administration of Governor Dapo Abiodun. The song that was composed yesterday, June 27, 2022, at the final gathering of workers before the commencement of the state-wide strike ordered by organized labor, identified major players that failed to stop the action. Aside from Governor Dapo Abiodun, the other persons mentioned were the Secretary to the State Government, Tokunbo Talabi, Chief of Staff, Shuaib Salisu Afolabi, and Deputy Governor, Noimot Salako Oyedele. The workers reminded the governor of his pledges in the song, which included a demand to meet with him. The strike, which started at midnight today, June 28, 2022, is described as effective across the state. The trial of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, on terrorism charges has been shifted till November 14, 2022, by a federal high court in Abuja. Kanu is, however, to remain in the custody of the Department of State Service, DSS, till the date since the shift in trial was at his instance. The trial was put on hold by Justice Binta Nyako following the appeal instituted against the High Court, upholding 7-count charges against Kanu. Justice Nyako had dismissed 8 out of 15-count charges brought against Kanu by the federal government and ordered his trial in the remaining 7 counts. Authorities of the Bayelsa State Police Command have appealed for calm among residents and traders around the Tombia-Etegwe area of Yenugwa local government area over the shooting of 2 civilians during the Monday clash between some soldiers and policemen. BGI TV had earlier reported that 2 persons on Monday afternoon sustained severe gunshot injuries when yet to be identified military men and mobile policemen attached to the Bayelsa State Vigilante Service engaged themselves in a scuffle over a traffic offense at Tombia Etegwe roundabout in Yenugwa, the Bayelsa State capital. The 2 victims were Miss Tarilayefa, 29, and Otunu Omanepo, 39. They sustained injuries after one of the soldiers, suspected to be attached to an oil servicing company in the state, opened fire. An Ikeja magistrate court on Tuesday ordered that a 38-year-old man, Shola Lawson, who defiled his 17-year-old daughter, be remanded at the Kirikiri Correctional Center in Lagos State. Police arraigned Lawson of Orimolade area of Ifakojayi, Lagos State, on a 2-count charge of sexual assault and defilement. The magistrate, Mrs. Ohe Layinka, who did not take Lawson's plea, directed the police to send the case file to the Lagos State Director of Public Prosecutions for advice. She further adjourned the case till July 7, 2022. Earlier, the prosecution counsel, Inspector Lucky, told the court that Lawson committed the offense between 2019 and 2021 at his residence. He said the matter was reported at the Domestic and Sexual Violence Alausa, which was told that Lawson unlawfully and sexually touched the breast of his daughter without her consent. Now to the foreign news. An Egyptian judge identified as Ayman Ajaj has murdered his wife, a 42-year-old TV presenter, and burned her face using nitric acid, according to local media reports. Earlier in June, Ajaj, who is also reportedly the vice president of the state council, reported that his wife, Sheima Jamal, had gone missing and that she was last seen in front of the mall in the 6th of October city in the governorate of Ghter. The circumstances surrounding her disappearance became clear after an alleged witness stepped forward and informed the authorities where Jamal's body was. Ibrahim Tantawi, the lawyer of the alleged witness, with initials HM, explained that his client was present when Ajad killed his wife in the farm where her body was found. Finally, the sport news. Gabriel Jesus has completed his Arsenal medical on Tuesday. He has now signed a 5-year deal with the Gunners that will see him remain at Arsenal until 2027. The Brazilian international joined Mikel Arteta's side from Manchester City. This was disclosed by football transfer expert Fabrizio Romano in a tweet on Tuesday afternoon. He tweeted, "Medical successfully completed for Gabriel Jesus in London today as expected. He is new Arsenal player until June 2027. It is all signed and completed between clubs too. That was the world news from BGI TV. But before we go, here's a quick recap of our major highlights once again. President Muhammadu Buhari jets to Portugal to receive national honor. Senate orders fresh probe of ex-CJ head over corruption allegations. Babatunde Raji Fashola seeks legislation to make voting a right rather than right for Nigerians. Ogun State workers compose Song of Sorrow for Governor Dapo Abiodun. Court shifts Kanu's trial till November 14, 2022. Police appeal for calm as tension mounts over shooting of two in Bayelsa State. Ikeja court remands man, 38, for defiling his 17-year-old daughter. Now to the foreign news. Egyptian judge allegedly murders wife and burns her face with nitric acid. Finally, the sport news. Gabriel Jesus completes Arsenal Medical, gets 5 years deal. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media pages. On Instagram, Bagede Imo with Alawiye, I beg your pardon. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. On Instagram, Bagede Imo _22. On YouTube, Baba Bagede Imo TV. Kindly click on the red subscribe button, like, comment, and share. For advert placement, please call the number showing on your screen. Thank you for watching. Good evening once again. I'm Munirat Jubril.
Oh, na, na, na. If you want to know what's going on in city, or you want to listen to the latest news and gist, no stress, oh, just tune to BGI TV.